problem with our academic system. Looking at the footage and stuff and thinking of intentions and agenda, I don't just look at the inconsistencies with the research, with the information. I now look at the presentation and the distribution, the body language, and the setting behind some of these people that actually gave us information from the academic community. So I'm looking for inconsistencies, and maybe not deliberately, but just as a part of who I am now, knowing that these things exist, these falsehoods. It's kind of like embedded in the way that I look at things, is to look at body language, to look at the context, to look at whether it's consistent, to look at the relevance of it, to look at the overall picture. And when I'm doing that, I'm using my formula, which is if A is true and B is true, then C has a more increased likelihood within context of also being true. When I'm looking at this information, I'm looking for a pattern of things. And so what I did was I took some clips from a man that does body language where he can detect inconsistencies to see if people are being deceitful, deliberately trying to mislead and deceive people. So looking for signs of lying. And I folded them into this clip of clips from this video that I was watching on the Dogon. And the person who interviewed from the academic community to give reference as to what he thought of the information about the Dogon is what I'm most interested in as far as the academic community and possible intention, deliberate intention to be deceitful, to be misleading, to be unempowering. I want you to check these clips out for yourself, and you tell me what you think. This is the problem with our academic community.
An early observation of the dark star. In sanctuaries hidden among the cliffs, there is evidence of the antiquity of the Sigi ritual. The mask, called Na, dates from an early observation of the dark star. It is believed by scientists to be more than 300 years old. Masks for future rituals will be modeled on this example.
Now always remember, when we're looking for lies or deception, we're looking for a cluster of behaviors. There isn't a single symptom on this planet that a behavior analyst or an interrogator is going to look at and go, oh, the person's lying because they did this one thing. That's just a lie that's mostly spread by movies and Hollywood and TV shows. But in reality, we have to observe multiple things happening at the same time, and that raises our confidence that deception is taking place. We're never 100% sure, it just raises our confidence. And then I want to teach you 5 big ones. So we're going to start with the first one, which is called a resume statement or a convincing statement. This is when the liar, instead of answering the question, instead of talking about the topic at hand, takes the opportunity to build their character up, talk about themselves, talk about how they're a super mom and how all the things they did for the person and are doing for the person.
He used to call me super mommy. He also knows that how much I care about him and everything that I've been doing for him and have done for him.
So what conclusion does one come to from the Dogon knowledge of the star Sirius? I feel there are one of 3 possibilities. A, that they have supernatural knowledge or extrasensory perception. B, perhaps they've been visited by creatures from outer space. Or C, that the whole thing is coincidence. And I must say, as a professional astronomer, I strongly side with item C, that it's coincidence.
How they managed to calculate this, we don't know. It is a mystery that we have been unable to solve and up to now, and that the Dogon are not going to tell us.
The average lifespan among the Dogon is 38 years. The Sigi ritual is held every 60 years. Yet, every Dogon youth learns the complicated movements of the dance, hoping he might someday participate in the ceremony. Each hopes that he will be the one to wear the grand mask. The grand mask, the symbol of the sacred star, turning in endless orbit around the giant Sirius. Today, the modern world surrounds the Dogon. Their children will attend schools. Roads will connect them to major cities. Western goods and technology will soon be commonplace. As they gain new knowledge, will they lose this ancient wisdom? Can they travel into the future, guided by tradition and social harmony? Will they retain the guiding wisdom of the dark star?